what I call Ken or Ladera. Y'all be like, well, Ken earned his name. You need to call him by his name. His name is Ken, and Ken is a part of the team. And Ladera, okay? This episode synopsis says, Ken moves in with Yuru and the others ask Yuru to help him become stronger. That's why I said in the beginning of this episode, Yuru up here building arrows like he just can't go to the store and buy a gun. He's still up here on this mountain mindset, and we still trying to figure out what happened to his parents, okay? So the episode starts off with Ken right here. We got left in a room with him, and he want to test out some arrows. So let's get into it. So listen, wait. These right here, Megan did her big one. Megan put me on these. What's the chance that's game? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, welcome back to another anime review. Okay, we talking about Daemons of the Shadow Realm. I just turned on episode 12. Y'all know a whole bunch of stuff been going on. We just met Dara's, brother, aka his son, because ain't nobody finna tell me that Ken ain't his biological child, but apparently that's his brother. So I like to call him Lil Dara. Do I call him? How you gonna become stronger? You just got your ass handed to you and your Daemons sealed away from you, and you want to be stronger. Well, I guess you trying to say that they took control? No, because they just explained the other episode that a Daemon's contract goes both ways. So I guess, well, did they sign him into fear? Because it's a blood contract. You can say no. I don't know. That's some questions we gotta ask y'all. 美人に変身してハニートラップとかだね。みどりさんはほら、タヌキの玉八丈敷って言うでしょ。めっちゃ広がってドアミみたいになるんだよね。一瞬のうちにターゲットを包み込んでさらうの。Okay, I just don't want to skip over the fact that they just told us that basically that Daemons kidnapped them inside their nuts, or they nutsack. That's where they put the people at. They kidnapped them. Okay, we got that. We got through that. All right, let's go. I keep telling y'all cannot trust him. I keep trying to tell y'all, and y'all waiting until something bad happens. Y'all can't trust him, and y'all waiting until something bad happens for me to just be like, I told you so. I just want to know the bigger scheme here. What is Asuma getting at? What is these people trying to do? Like, now he's like, his uncle is fussing at him because he's like, you letting Asa and Yuru get away, or like, what's the whole deal? Like, do they want to use their powers and exploit them, or are they trying to protect them? Like, what's the objective? And then Asuma's the one that keep leaving these butterflies inside these different places. What is his daemon, and does he have multiple daemons, or like, what is his power? Who is this? This is motherfucking Colonel Mustang. Who is this? So this whole scene is crazy. I feel like they've been reiterating over and over again. They've been telling us, like, Asa and Yuru, you cannot trust anyone. Like, ever since y'all got this seal and break power, people are going to be out to kill you for your power, you know. Twins haven't been born like this since, in 400 years, people haven't been born like this. So, like, for your grandma to even call you and be like, hey, I want to see you, like, you've been away for so long. And for you not to be able to trust this person, you know, it's like, oh, like, you sound familiar, but I know it's Daemons and stuff out here that can fuck me up. And I told you, once he crossed this threshold, once you leave the Kaegomori Clan, like, we can't save you. We can't help you out here. So once you cross this threshold, somebody can be trying to kill you right now. And that was why that moment was so powerful when they ran out, and I guess they took the picture and they hugged each other, because that could potentially be the last time they saw each other. And now, you know, even with Asuma, like, stressing, like, the importance of having Yuru, or, well, Asuma's uncle and whoever this new character is, we can tell, like, it's really some shit going on. And what's going on with the parents? And then they just start talking about identity swapping, like a 16-year-old girl and an old woman Gabby and Asa could have took the place of those two people. And then if it was an older man in his 40s, and another man who was 19 years old, like, what's going on? But let's relive this scene. I can't stress like how so much I kind of really do like this anime, even though I feel like sometimes the action and stuff is like lacking a little bit, like it's very heavy based on storytelling. But I really like the insane details like the characters really go through because they like yes although like we're watching the show, but they really like have the characters not immerse themselves, but interact with each other like during the episode. Like in the previous episode where we first met Ken and the cat Damon that belonged to the wife or whatnot was trying to pull his ponytail. And so let me show you this scene where Tadera is like interacting with the shamans Daemons. You see how they waving? They waving at Tadera, and look at Tadera's reaction. Like how cute was that?
影森にやられっぱなしにはならなかった。
だよな。
So we just found out this guy's name is Ivan Yasano. Ivan Yasano, aka Colonel Mustang.
なんだ。仕事しやすくていいね。
So this must be said. I feel like this is an ongoing thing over and over that I watch every episode of the Daemons of the Shadow Realm. And I just feel like episode 12 is leading up to like a huge finale. And I know this is like part one of the show. I think it's like a big overarching thing for like shows to be doing part ones of a whole like season. And I feel like this is like these first 13 episodes are like, yeah, it's the first season, but like subscription companies like Netflix, like sometimes Crunchyroll, sometimes Hulu, they do like a first part of a season and then they release like the second half. So episode 12 I think is definitely cooking up for the season finale of episode 13, and I definitely think episode 13 is going to unleash some new form of the Daemons of the Shadow Realm for part 2. So let's just do a quick recap of what happened in episode 12. Okay, the episode wasn't necessarily about huge action sequences. It was about moving the story forward. That's why we learned who what was his name? Ivan Reposado. But Ivan, for lack of, his last name. Yuru and Asa are connected to the people, but the writers keep doing something that I actually appreciate. They never give us the entire picture. They reveal just enough to keep us edged, okay? Or keep us on the edge of our seats. One thing I noticed is that Yuru is becoming a much more confident, character. Even since they showed us, like, when he first started hunting with his dad or whatnot, now he's, like, a much more developed character. Earlier in the season, he reacted to everything happening around him, but now he's beginning to question the people for himself and make decisions based on what he believes in instead of what everyone else is telling him. Just like Asuma was saying, like, they wanted him to stay inside the Kaegomori clan, and once he heard Asa saying, like, everybody's trying to kill me, and Yuru was like, well, basically, they're going to try to kill me too here. I'm not safe here, so that's why he decided to go off with Dara, because he's like, I better be off on my own, and I got the training to support myself, and I have left and right. So what do I need to be, boxed in with anybody else for? So I would also like to mention, Asa also continues to grow. After finally reuniting with her brother, she becomes less focused on simply protecting him and more focused on helping him uncover the truth. Their relationship feels stronger every episode, and that's why it's becoming the emotional core of the series. And also, everyone seems to be so worried about them or so fake concerned about the well-being of Yuru and Asa, when it seems like everyone has their own motivation or own motivated goal to either kidnap them or kill them. One theory I definitely have right now, especially proven by Asuma and Ivan, is that the Kaegomori Clan isn't being completely honest. Every time they reveal something, it feels like they're holding back another piece of the puzzle. I still don't know if they're trying to protect Yuru or manipulate him. My second theory is that Yuru and Asa's break and seal powers are going to become much more important than we realize. I don't think they're just abilities. They may be the key to ending the conflict between humans and demons altogether. So I do have a question for y'all. Do y'all think the Kaegomori Clan is telling the truth, or is different secrets going on in there? Do you think it's different levels of bosses? Because they still talking about that gate over there that Gene don't even know about. He's like a main member of the Kaegomori Clan. So I feel like it's a secret within a secret society, and only certain people know. And what role do you think that Yuru's seal powers, will play by the end of this series or episode 13, right? They got to show us something. And do you think that Yuru is more important than Asa in this case, even though they're both equally supposedly important? It seems like Yuru is playing more importance than Asa, because everybody want Yuru, but only some want Asa. If you've been enjoying these reviews, make sure you check out my full Daemons of the Shadowruns playlist along with my reviews for Given, Go For It, Nakamura, Rich Hat, Outlier, and my anime gaming content here on Shanime Reviews. And I'll catch y'all in episode 13 because it feels like we're getting closer and closer to the biggest reveal of the season. I love you.